Alcaraz wins his first Roland Garros. He defeats Zverev in 5 sets. Oh man, I think that was a great match. To be honest, I watched the whole thing. I got up, I watched it, and man, it was great. I thought Zverev was out after going down 2-1. I was like, he's cooked. And gotta give him credit. He fought, he pushed it to the fifth, and then in the fifth, like, yeah, there was that ref call where it could have gone. If he calls it right, maybe Zverev breaks back or he gets back into the fifth set. But overall, I think Zverev kind of choked that away. I mean, who's to say he would have won? Maybe not, but it would have been a tighter match if his double faults and like his forehand didn't just fade away in the fifth like it usually does. Like, come on, like Zverev, I think he hadn't done a double fault since the match started, and then he double faulted in the fifth, and it was just like, bruh, here we go. Zverev choking again. U.S. Open final, like against Theme, like it's gonna happen again. I was in Australia when it happened this year. He was up 2-0 on Medvedev, and then he chokes 3-2. He loses 3 sets. He loses 3 sets in a row against Medvedev, but he choked the 2-0 lead, 2-0 set lead this year in the Australian Open. So I was like, here we go, Zverev. Here you go again, choking. Obviously, overall, before we get to Alcaraz, just good tournament by Zverev. Like the fact that he freaking fractured his ankle there, just 2 years time, and now he's in the final, and he had a competitive final, and he pushed Alcaraz to 5 sets when everybody probably was going into that final thinking Alcaraz was gonna beat him in 4 probably, or 3 even. Sometimes some people were saying it's good for Zverev. He's playing good tennis right now. I do believe he's gonna go to the Olympics, and he's the defending gold medalist. So maybe he's able to defend. He is good on clay, and it is at Roland Garros, so he might be able to get the double. He could be following that Murray trajectory. He gets 2 gold medals, maybe he gets a couple slams here and there, and that's a great career. So I think Zverev is on the way up, and he needs to close. He needs to close. He needs to get better at closing. And to Alcaraz, he's a dog, dude. He's Carlitos, youngest player ever to win 3 slams or a slam on each surface, grass, clay, and hard court. Even before Nadal. Is he better than Nadal at 21 years old? Man, I don't know. I wasn't really there when Nadal was 21, but just looking at the stats, looking at all the Masters, same amount of slams, but Nadal has way more Masters just because he was so dominant on clay. Yeah, that's a hard one. But like I said, Alcaraz is still early in his year 21, so he could rack up a couple more. He could win Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and then really set himself as the best 21-year. I would still give the edge to Nadal, but it's close, and the fact that it's close with Nadal being one of the players that came on the strongest and was established as an elite player like at such an early age, for Alcaraz to even make it a conversation and be in that discussion is insane by Alcaraz. Like, that talent is ridiculous. I will say that final, he showed his mental fortitude. He showed that he has won slams before. That was one of the topics going into the final, that Zverev has never done it. And the thing in the back of his head is that he choked the last time he was in a final. He choked against Dominic Thiem. So maybe that's why he double faulted. But Alcaraz has different memories of Grand Slam finals. U.S. Open champion, Wimbledon champion. So it's different for him. He's beaten Ruud. He's beaten Djokovic. He's won finals. So you could tell the experience. Even though Alcaraz is 21 years old, you could tell the difference in experience, the difference in I've done it and you haven't. And shout out to Alcaraz. What a fucking dog. What a fucking dog, dude. He's elite. I wish him the best in the Olympics. It is confirmed that he's going to play doubles with Nadal. So that's must-watch TV. Nadal and Alcaraz doubles in the Olympics. It's going to be insane.